guess what I could say in the meantime is everybody comes from a different practice, and there are different styles of focus. And I'll guide some, but when you do a focus, there are certain practices that would be what I call a contractive focus, where all your attention is going to one aspect of your sensory experience, the breath at your nose. I'm just watching the verbal component of thinking in my head. I am just watching the image component of thinking in my head. I am just noting body sensations. I am just attending to sound. I am just attending to movement in sight space or something, right? It's one thing. It's contractive focus, and everything else is in the background, and you don't try to shut it out. You just let it be in the background. It's a musical accompaniment to whatever you're going to do, right? Most meditation practices that we commonly know would be contractive focus. Expansive focus would be, I'm holding everything in awareness. Spacious awareness, right? I'm moving out, I'm holding it all, and equanimity gets developed by just allowing things to flow within it, right? Dzogchen, Mahamudra, spacious awareness. What's another open? I have something I did for years. I called it open awareness, but it would be in that category. So you could, and you can move back and forth between expanding your focus and contracting. We could look at this whole wall here, and you could hold, just zoom out and hold that whole wall in awareness, and you'll notice there's lighter areas and darker areas, and this woman waving her arms in the middle, and you could just notice lightness and darkness, and you're holding the whole wall. And for you guys, use that whole wall, right? So you don't have to look to the side. Or you could zoom in on one point, right? Contractive, expansive, right? And you can do that at any point, and I'll give you some options for that. One doesn't create concentration better than another. There's a third where the attention is moving. It's not contracted, it's not expanded, it's moving, but totally present with this, totally present with that, totally present with this, and it's moving. And you can develop concentration through a moving awareness practice, because in a 10-minute period of time, what percentage of that 10 minutes was spent concentrated? Often more, right? Often more, they find, depending. Different people have different things they like. Breath meditation, I personally know about 10 ways to do it. You could do, I'm counting my breaths. You could do it just watching the movement of the breathing, right? Then we have practices where we're not attempting to focus in any way whatsoever. And that's the last thing I'll mention, because I'll be asking you to do it or something like it. My teacher has a practice, different ways of focusing on your subjective experience of your thoughts and feelings, on your objective experience of sights, of sounds, touches, objective touches in the body, of restful experiences, where you can tune into restful places in the body and mind, that some that are always available, that you can go, oh, look, I can park there. Others you can notice, like when the mind goes quiet. It goes quiet all the time. We don't notice it. We notice it rising. We notice when there's talking. We didn't notice, it's quiet now. So just noting absences here and there can be a very rich, restful experience. Well, the ultimate rest is a technique he calls do nothing. We're going to use that one today. And he, of course, is a very technical mathematician, and his definition is a little more stringent than I'm going to be. But his definition of do nothing is that during do nothing, you do nothing. But if you, at any point you notice an intention to do something, drop that intention. If you're doing something and you can't stop doing it, if you think it, well, then you're not, you want to drop all intention to do something. So if you can't drop it, you don't have an intention to do it, it's happening. So do nothing practice, he doesn't usually introduce it at the beginning of a retreat, because if he said, okay, everybody now just close your eyes and do nothing, what do you think would happen? Well, then I got to go here, and then after that, your list or whatever. But he teaches everyone all the rest states, and at the end he says, now, here's an option, do nothing. Well, you've got that momentum, like I was talking about with this workout, with this 90-minute. You have that workout, you're focusing, 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 now, let go. So it's just a springy, Zen-like way of tuning you into the ease and the potentials of that. So that do nothing practice. And some people can get all twisted in a knot over the do nothing. Well, is that an intention? I don't know if that's an intention, because, well, wait, I'm talking to myself now. Is that doing something? I don't know. You know, and he'll come in with the definition again. I'm like, nah. I'll say, when in doubt, go for ease. You know, that's the prime directive. Ease. What's easiest? What takes the least effort? Make sense? All right. That's all I had to say about that.